Okay, there's a few things to sort out because, believe it or not, this stream is in like normal landscape and also portrait mode. So, eek. I don't know what's happening. So I just need like 1-2 minutes just to fettle some gremlins and recombulate some splines and herd some cats, and I'll be right with you.
Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.
Okay, I just have to get the camera working, so let's see what this looks like. It could look like anything. It looks like nothing at all. Okay, all right. 1 second. We'll guess you just had to plug a camera in. Okay, hang on. Just bear with me. It's a black screen. You didn't have that on your bingo card. No, you didn't.
Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in.
This will work.
Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
This will work. Just. Pretend. Hey, look! Such.
Mountain laurel high fives
Okay.
for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing.
Okay. Right.
Golden,
Hi.
I'll follow only
Okay.
golden.
Right.
Golden, golden things.
Okay. Hello.
Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything,
We're getting there.
golden.
We're getting there.
I'll follow only golden,
Just a moment, please. Oh, hello.
golden, golden
Okay.
things.
Okay. Does that work? Does it? Hi. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Yes, OBS, of course it is. And it just didn't update as well prior to starting things up. Right, I'll drop that music. It's mostly there for my benefit, if I'm perfectly honest with you. You might wonder why does it play over and over and over again, and it's simply because it just regulates. Now I could have an earpiece in with just my music playing. Kind of helps. Welcome, Leather Cat. I think you're new. Welcome, Bonnie K. Popper. Welcome. Hi, Snooker. Hello. El Moonlight. Old as the Furniture. Helen. Nikki. Stephanie. Everyone. How's it going? TJ. Just found out my roommate's daughter is a viewer. Is she really? Is she on the Discord or just watch the videos? What's going on? Actually, I'm on the Discord now. This is where we're going. I'm really sorry, everyone. Normally, this is after party exclusive stuff, but I'm having to have a read. Holy shit, that's amazing. That's really funny. Hey, TJ, that's hilarious. I'm just in general chat. I'm just having a little. That's unbelievably funny. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, TJ's just met someone in the wild who watches the channel. How funny is that? I don't know. I've never bumped into anyone myself. I don't know. Obviously, I've met people. Say it was Wendy, and then Helen and Fam. But in fact, I actually posted on the Discord. I posted it's in the computers channel. I posted a heat map of where Patreon thinks everyone is from. It's like a big, like an atlas, but with like heated blobs and stuff. No one in South America. Someone should tell RFK Jr. that. But the rest of the world is pretty well covered. In fact, the sun never sets on the autistic cats. This is true. Do you like my thing? Do you like my cat, by the way? Do you want to see my cat? This is my spooky cat. Looks kind of anime, doesn't it? This is my spooky cat. This was in the background on my last video, and I'm not sure any of you spotted it. I did trawl the comments to see if anyone spotted the cat, but no one spotted it. Maybe you spotted it but didn't comment. In which case, it didn't happen. You have to say if you spot it for it to count. Zoom. Zoom. I love the eyes. Isn't it cool? they're just LED sticky outy things, but it looks really funny. Look at that! You're all being scanned now. Zoom, zoom. Terminator cat. Terminator cat. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Summoning cats. Okay. Uh-huh. It looks for it looks for plushies. More like Knight Rider, yeah. Knight Rider cat. Are you Sarah Katnor? Terminator Cat 9000. What happened? I think Mike could be upset if I grabbed white paint and spotted it. Depends, Doogie. If we get a tiny little white dot here, could be either Bruce, as in Bruce Wayne, as in Bruce Almighty, or it could be Dotty. Dotty has a white dot. Will you dress up for Halloween? Or you have to stay tuned, I think. And see. Sorry, yeah, that story, TJ, in the Discord is hilarious. That is really funny. That is super cool. It's hilarious that I only found out she's a viewer because I thought she plagiarized Minecraft builds from YouTube. That's amazing. That is really, really funny. That is properly funny. In fact, I haven't streamed the Minecraft creative server in quite so many months now, so it might be quite a good idea to have a little play of that again at some point soon. Because I know it's pretty active and there are loads of people on it. Meaning there are loads of builds. I have a skeleton cat, the glowing eyes, yowls lightly and snaps his jaws. I also have one of them too. Give me a second. Let me summon the... Okay, yeah. As I was saying. Hist. I say hist to you. Oh, and pumpkins. Pumpkins. Little pumpkins. Okay. So yes, we should... there will be some Halloween brandy stuff. Do you know, what's quite funny, I guess, is that maybe my brain is just, I just am not aware of what the hell's going on, but I haven't seen any blue pumpkin nonsense this year. Have you? Have you seen any? Have you been to TK Maxx? Yeah. 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 Bonnie K-Popper, how old are you? If you're talking to me, well, the channel used to be called Autistic After 40. Otherwise, just guess. Don't cut yourself this year, Mike. Yeah, well, already done. I'm wounded, and I'm not sure how. I accidentally obviously scraped my knuckles on something and banged them, but it wasn't on stream, so it doesn't count. Last Sunday's movie was great. Thanks to that, my community. Yeah, well, I didn't realize how many pieces of content people had supplied for that. There was loads. Like literally loads. I just copied them over onto my phone and then I just sort of like scrolled through them. It was so cool. It was lovely to see. And actually, some of the comments were quite fun because some of you that supplied footage for that video have some like very particular plushies from like particular events or particular times, and they've been like spotted. The autism laser eyes spotted them, and then people are like calling it out in the comments, going, "Oh, that's the plushie from the Vancouver Olympics 2010 or something." Obviously, your Instagram's autistic after 42. This is true. This is true. This is true. I am 40. Mental calculation processing. I'm 44. Am I? Yes. Yes, I am. Let's just edit that out. In order to edit things out, everybody needs to just pretend you haven't heard something, because this is the problem with live, and you often won't find content creators doing live unless they are all about doing streaming, because it can't be edited. Oh look, invisible hand with tea. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you, Nina. I already have a cup of tea. I now have 2 cups of tea. And some pink panthers. Thank you very much. With a complimentary cat hair on it. I don't know what cat that was from. Actually, there's another one there. I mean, it could be one of like 9 or 10, so let's just pretend that didn't happen. Edit that out again as well. And Pink Panther wafers, these are amazing. Okay, if any of you are playing along with the bingo card, you might have just scored a point then. A nice cup of maple red bush tea. Right? Rue boys. Yeah. Yes. It happened before the stream. Doesn't count. Right, okay. I actually don't have the live stream dashboard open, so I don't even know if this stream is working, except for seeing your comments on the little monitor over there. So I'm going to just open it up. Just bear with me, everybody, while I click some buttons. Oh, 69 viewers. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, who's watching this in portrait? So YouTube has launched a new feature, which I didn't realize was a thing until about an hour ago. And it now allows you to stream in landscape and portrait at the same time, but providing just one stream. So I'm streaming landscape. So if anybody's watching this and you're a bit confused as to what the hell's going on, it is actually a normal landscape stream, but you might also see it in the shorts feed. How weird is that? I can hear Maisie barking. Princess Polly of Fluffy Butt Castle. Where is Princess Polly? She's not here. Oh, I have my sharks. They need naming. They need names. Landscape here. Landscape. Amazing. Landscape is better. Landscape's better. Do you know why landscape's better? Because we have eyes on either side of our... Well, not either side of our heads. We're not sharks. Like we have eyes like stereoscopic vision. We don't have eyes like this. We have eyes like this. I need to kind of figure out what the barking is about. I might dispatch the tea fairy. 1 second. Ah, tea fairy dispatched. Shark 1 and Shark 3. As opposed to... I have a Blarge too. Amazing, Bonnie. Amazing. I have a Loki, Great Tuxedo Cat. Amazing. Like Larry. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a boomer. Landscape is proper. Landscape is better. Maisie! Please! Stop shouting! Rude. Moby and NB. Not bad. Gustav, Ans, and Gustav as well. I like Gustav. Blow high and blow low. That's amazing, actually. Obviously, left shark and right shark are taken. Post Colin support group. Jaws. There's more to them than their jaws. They've got fins. What? Now the chihuahua is barking. Right, okay. Anyway, Blarharges are pretty cool, I have to say. I'm a fan of the Blarharge. They were quite cheap as well. Like when I got to the checkout, they were like, how much were they? How much is Blarharge? It was like £4.95 or something, or like £5, so $6, $7 maybe. And they're quite impressive plushies. Like as far as plushies go, they are quite affordable, and I kind of regret not getting more. But they're not easy to carry around. They're quite large. I can't get any too far away. Actually, same for me. I had to travel like 200 miles to go and get them. Yeah, I didn't share it all. But there was, you know, obviously like a ferry trip involved as well, on a bit of a road trip. I should have got more and then done a giveaway. Oh, we have some giveaways coming up. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I've got some things for giveaways coming soon. Nobody guess because you won't know. Chloe Rhythmantism. Estelle and Rue. Audientism. There were tons of sharks in my IKEA. There's so many, Scott. There were so many sharks. Like loads. In fact, that wasn't the only collection of sharks that they had. They had like more. There were like more shark displays. Mike, it looked like you picked up another plushie. I did. I picked up a couple more. So I picked up a hedgehog for a friend of mine who has no plushies. If you're watching this, you know who you are. I presented him with the plushie the following day. I'm like, here, saw this, thought of you. Have a plushie. And that was a hedgehog. And then also I got Nina a husky. His Sabe's being given away. Well, not currently. He's being a good Sabes. Ashley has no plushies. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think he was like, what the hell is this? And then, this is amazing. I got the hedgehog too. The hedgehog's amazing. Everyone needs a hedgehog. It just, yeah, why not? It's some joy, I suppose, right? It's some joy. But you know, comfort items don't have to be sort of traditional kind of plushies. They can be all kinds of things. But plushies are cool. Right, I'm gonna drink some tea now. I need tea, desperately. My grandson likes the shark. Nice. Do you like the shark? I mean, like, Mike, have you met sharks while diving? Really good question. Are you trying to make me talk about diving? Okay. We're going to be talking about diving. No, well, yes and no. So the most common shark around here is the cat shark, which is like, it's mostly a bottom kind of dwelling shark. I've shown them in my videos before. They're quite like leopardy and about yay sort of long. Then we have taupe as well. We have like bigger sharks too, but I've never seen them. I'd love to see some bigger sharks. Did somebody do a super thanks or something? No F? There is definitely F. I have a border collie plushie like Maisie. That's amazing. That is amazing. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. He's sort of like socially, and then somebody's just playing on their phone. And once this video stops, restart it, Nikki, but you can't hear in order to restart it. I have a purple fox called Rox. Nice. Okay, Doogie has F. Okay, amazing. So it is actually kind of working. My ESD on one bed all the time and have big Hello Kitty. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'll have to get myself a pusheen at some point. I like pusheens. It paused. Okay, let me just check the health of the stream. Because some things are new here, so I'm a little bit intrigued. Oh yeah, there was definitely a problem. So very, very briefly, there was like a little glitch in stream health, but it was very, very short-lived. Like 10 seconds long. Pusheen is cool. Pusheen is amazing. Pusheen is super cute. I'm currently drinking off these coasters. Thank you very much, Emily. I still have. They're doing all right. They're still doing okay. Just these ones. They're still doing good. They are still surviving. They're kind of pusheen-like. This one's kind of pusheen-like. Japanese pusheen. Bonnie K-Popper. You would do really well to watch the... I'd made a video about interests and no one watched it. And it was such a shame because... Honestly, no one watched it. Hardly anyone saw it. It had like a nice cinematic sequence in it as well. Where is it? I can't find it now. Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's got a shit thumbnail. Here you go. Click the cat section on here. If you click the cat section on that, it's got like little chapters. Yeah, you'll see the cat interests and stuff. Stationary Power have sweet tiny plushies on keychains and stuff. Got a new pink octopus. Nice. Bonnie. I want to say we also supposed to likes cats. Or animals. Or has like an affinity with kind of nature or something. Hi, Sabes. Thanks for opening the door. Come here. I like my interest vid. I enjoyed it. I suppose like I'm not complaining. I really am not. But like I really enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed making the film. But I appreciate that it doesn't have kind of like broad appeal. Because for anyone new might be like, oh, who is this person? He's being weird and narcissistic or whatever. I don't know. Like I feel that way talking about my own stuff. Whereas, you know, talking about something, doing the bad science debunking or whatever, it's got more broad appeal. More people are kind of looking for that. And if I really wanted to do the YouTube thing, then I'd probably just put out listicles every week. 10 reasons why your sister is autistic. 5 reasons why your brother can't be ADHD. You know, that sort of shit. See, I'm just coming up with this bullshit off the top of my head. I'm not saying it's bullshit all the time. Just YouTube loves it. YouTube loves a listicle. But my soul dies every time I make one. So that's why you only see them every now and again. Ah, there you go. Erase that from your memory too, by the way. Let's edit that out. Thank you for hyping the video, Juju. I do appreciate it. I saw your comment. And thank you everyone for just watching and liking and sharing and so on. I feel like I'm kind of 10 reasons why we're all sick of lists. but you're not though. I have to say, 3 years ago, there were a lot of top 10 listings. Recently, I haven't seen any. They're kind of blended in. So I did 77 stims for September because I wanted to talk about stimming and it was September. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I kind of wanted to talk about 10 reasons circumcision doesn't cause autism. 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 There is no evidence linking the two. Because we need to do more research! I'd love an underwater video. You're gonna see more underwater videos. I try and creep them in. TDKGM. I feel like I could have... Chris, what a time to join the stream. Look, if you rock up and you only see the listicle on why circumcision doesn't cause autism, who the F came up with that? Well, it wasn't really Anne, it was just... It was RFK, wasn't it? Benefits Mike's income. Yeah, it's a weird one. So every now and again, there'll be a listicle. But if you ever see YouTubers do it, there is 100% a thing. Just listicles just work. Yeah, the forest stuff was nice. I enjoyed spending time there too, Barvinci. It was a nice way to just spend time just recording the video. It was a lot more kind of faff, I guess, but it was peaceful. It was nice. I spent hours out there, just wandering around, fondling the lichen. There's like, I could upload all of the off-cut clips. I spent ages filming a waterfall as well, and it was really pretty, but it didn't add anything to the video, so I cut it out. I stuck a tiny bit at the end where the credits are. But it's really peaceful and really lovely. 10 reasons RFK Jr. causes autism. Do you know, that's a challenge. That could be a fun Patreon one, just for piss take. Forest bathing. Forest bathing. Strange term, but I don't hate it. That could work. Is that actually a term that people use? It smells calm. Yeah. Yeah, it smells calm. It is calm. Yeah, really pleasant. Couldn't get through Tez's 100 list of things or to say to hear. Oh, I think she's like maxing on the listicle there. A bit like I did with 77 stims. And there were 77 stims in there, by the way. I thought, because I wrote them down. So I went into the woods, right, with 77 stims. And I know the instant criticism. The instant criticism is, well, everything can be a stim. And it's like, yes. Do you know something? So many things can be stims. And I think it's not that you have to do them intentionally, but if you do certain behaviors intentionally, they can very much be meditative. They can very much be stimming. Absolutely, yeah. So I wouldn't take that as criticism, but I'm just saying, like, you know, obviously 77 stims is like, well, this is going to be easy. It sounds grand, but actually it could be 177. But I just wrote a list down on my phone, big list in notes, and I just worked my way through it, just in the woods, basically. And I picked a few to kind of like film specifically, but there were a whole load that didn't make it, and I could put the cuts on Patreon, but I don't know that you'd want to watch it necessarily any more than I'd want to particularly edit it and stick it up there. It's not that interesting. I do still have quite a lot of funny B-roll from my Ballesta sponsorship, which I could put on Patreon. But some of it's like super funny to me because just from an internal experience, it was a little bit weird to be in the sea and then just a drop vibrated all the way down to the sand. Because I fumbled it, because I fumble everything. This is why when I'm in the ocean, everything gets tethered onto me. I use lots of D-rings and lots of clips. Everything is tethered in, because I just lose everything. If it's not actually clipped on, I'll lose it. Like my camera has got 2 clips, because it's expensive and I don't want to lose it. So, yeah. But, you know, there are no D-rings. There are no D-rings, idiot cords, exactly, for adult stim toys. They don't come with D-rings, so you can clip them on when you're doing adventure sports. You know? I did lose it in the ocean, and then I had to go get it, Ashley. This is my point. I had to go and get it because I hadn't filmed the dry stuff yet. I hadn't filmed in here. I hadn't filmed them. And I promised to film them, and I couldn't leave it in the water, and I didn't have enough weight on me, so I was pulling myself down to go and get to try and find this damn thing, and it was funny, but it was just it was all just in my head, just like, this is one of the weirdest things ever happened here. You know, like the Vikings would have landed on that beach, and they would never have known when the Vikings landed in, I don't know, AD 800 or something. They'd never have realized that like over 1,000 years later, some guy was going to drop as part of a YouTube sponsorship, raising money for charity. I still haven't done that bit yet, but that will happen real soon. He's going to drop some lady toy into the sea, and then he's going to have to go and get it. Do you know what I mean? That's just quite funny. I just, like, in my head, I'm just like, I suppose you're wondering how I got to this moment. Well, oh, insect bites. Yeah. Bethany, yeah. So basically, the trick is to know when they come out. So sunset is really bad. So you want to be clear before it starts to get dark. That's when the midges in the summer come out. But right now, in the autumn, you're not really going to get insect bites in the woods, not around here. And people from different parts of the world now listening to it on YouTube. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So it's just weird. Please tell me I'm not alone in feeling like this. Like, not necessarily about this one particular thing, but that you have a moment in life and then all of a sudden you get that kind of like record player screeching thing, that kind of thing, and you go, how did I end up in this mess? Do you know what I mean? Like, why am I here? What am I even doing? I lived in a tent in the woods for about 6 months. Wow. I bet you have some stories. I have a Paw Patrol toy. I found snorkeling in Puerto Rico. Nice, nice, nice. I would have rescued that too. Little blue dog, is it? I have never watched Paw Patrol, but I'm aware of it because it's everywhere. I feel like Bluey. Has anyone seen? Have you guys watched Bluey yet? We watched some Bluey during an in Discord. That was actually quite a nice evening. Jansen, yeah, you did. What's going on? Of course I've watched Bluey. Of course. Hi Schnuka. Bluey's so cute. Bluey's pretty good, actually. You haven't watched it, Chloe? I shit you not. Bluey is an entire cult, and you can be inculcated into that cult really easily by just watching the first couple of episodes. It's actually really good. I believe it's ethical in how they treat the child actors as well, but I don't know the details. But yeah, Bluey is pretty good, and they definitely don't shy away from sort of, you know, more, I guess, adult topics, or at least themes. Yeah, I think it's pretty clever how they do it. I watched Bluey when it's featured in Discord. I haven't heard of it before. Yeah, well, okay, so my only Bluey exposure, right? Okay, here's where it comes. So, family nieces love Bluey, and Meg mentioned Bluey, and literally that was it. And I'm like, oh, what is this shit? Got to look into it. Hello. Oh, Hydra baby. I bought that for myself because it was quite nice. Pass it here. Right. So I've been drinking this, which is berries, cherry, and beetroot juice, and multivitamins. This is not sponsored, by the way. Hashtag not sponsored. But it also turns out to be Menno support. There you go. You wanted menopause content. It's right now. There you go. On screen. There you go. Come for the cats, stay for the Bluey and the menopause drink. I don't know. I mean, I've drunk loads of it. Fatigue reduction, psychological function. Fuck me. Wow. Look what they advertise. Can they actually say that legally? Advertising Standards Agency. Psychological function in a bottle. I picked it up because the colour was pretty. And I thought, oh, berries and cherries, that sounds good, doesn't it? Normal psychological function. Regulation of hormonal activity. There you go, Nina. I'll pick up some more when I go to Tesco's. Other supermarkets are available, except on the Isle of Man. We only have the one, really. True story, 6 focus. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm in a blue mood today. I'm going to get a blue one. Have you gone into menopause yet, Mike? I mean, I've only had half of the bottle, and Nina's obviously drinking the other half, so... I'm feeling the psychological function improving. Can you actually say that? Psychological function? Actually, I don't think we have that here. Oh. I think that'd be B vitamins, maybe zinc, magnesium, potassium. Yeah, it does. There is a breakdown on the back, and it did list a bunch of B vitamins and zinc and magnesium and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really read it. I didn't even realize it was a menopause thing. I don't know. It was just with all of the juices and things, and it was on offer, and I picked it up because I thought, oh, that looks good, and it's got cherries in it, and I don't like cherries really, but if it's all blended up with other fruits, it could be a good way to get some more fruit in my diet. I do like fruit, and I thought the color looked good. Didn't realize it was a menopause drink. Looks like it's for compassionate vampires. Maybe so. But Vinci, cat ears may or may not be trying to complete bingo. Oh, what, like these? You got feet for free. So, oh, we saw a toe beans. It's really hard to see her toe beans because she's got so much floof. Like, her floof sticks out like I'm one away. I did look at the bingo card. It's on the thumbnail of this video if anyone wants to know what we're talking about. It's also in Discord. Thank you, Doogie. In video discussion channel. If you want to go grab yourself a bingo card. We probably need to make some add some randomness to the bingo cards and add some other things. I was just about to say, do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to because I know that's on the bingo card. I don't want you to get it. I don't think you can have cat ears. You can't have cat ears for that. And you can't have, do you know what I mean? I know that's on there. I'm really sensitive about saying that now. I didn't say it. I only said it as an example of not saying it. Can somebody tell me, did I say that or not? I bet no one knows. My part Maine Coon had so much floof that it'd tear down the wall and it'd stop and slid into the wall. Yeah, it does reduce their grip. It definitely reduces their grip. You just said, do you know what I mean? I did, but as an example of not saying, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't count. You said it much earlier. Hi, Chinooka. Hi, Chinooka's on your side, but I didn't see. Apparently I did. Or you might have just been expecting it. Matt Sakazi says apparently I said it. You could just edit it out, guys. Bingo card is in the video discussion channel, but also it's on the thumbnail of this video. So this live stream has a thumbnail too. You can grab it there. It's easy to get it in Discord, to be honest. Big high res version. Brittany Daniels, hello everyone, I'm off work this week. Fall break. Oh wow, gosh. I just haven't been involved with any sort of academia at all. To notice the little breaks. Just sorry if you were saying something important. It's just vanished off my screen. Oh, there it is. I had to make 2 different phone calls. No, no, don't swear in here. Don't make the phone calls. Don't bring up phone calls. No, don't bring up phone calls. Phone calls are awful. I get so stressed with phone calls. What are people talking about in the chat? I'm confused. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, phone calls just really stress me out. And the thing is, I know I'm going to come... I try not to, and I try not to do the sort of self-fulfilling prophecy thing of going, I know I'm going to come across like an absolute fucking idiot. I try to sort of amp myself up a little bit, but still all the time. And then it's like, oh, there it goes. There it fucking goes. I'll tell you how... Oh, we're going to get onto the AI phone answering things, because I actually have a human phone answering service. It costs me basically $1, and someone takes my messages for me, and it's brilliant. Unfortunately, the message is often, can I get a phone call back? And the answer is always no. But if we just ignore that for a second, iOS 26 jumped from 18 to 26. But yes, iOS 26 actually has a new feature where you can have calls get answered for you by AI. And I'm sure something equivalent works for Android as well. I'm sure there's a way to implement it for Android. It's been a while since I followed Androids. But yeah, you can basically have it now automatically answer for you. So every caller goes and has to answer to explain to an AI what you're calling about. And then you have a choice on your phone. Do I want to answer it or not? It's great. But no, what I wanted to say about phone calls, I've fucking forgotten. Mike, have you noticed how neurotypical land runs on phone calls? Like you email someone, they often call you to discuss what you told them in the email. Yeah, it's because people love phone calls because it's work, it's busy work. Like the worst ones are when you're calling someone who's never busy or anything. Like Yeah, like holy shit. Like so much of my career when I was actually working in an office is what I would call a bum on seat. Particularly when I was contracting, it would be like, I would always, this is a long, right, we're sort of many levels deep in this now. But basically, if it was what I called a bum on seat role, it wasn't a real sort of bona fide business role or freelancing gig. It was kind of like a temp agency employee, and the tax implications were different. But whatever, if it was somewhere where I had to work and I had to clock in 9 to 5 and I had to be there in the office with all the employees and so on, the phone call thing was the worst thing in that entire environment. Not kidding. And basically it'd be like that, yeah. So if you sent an email, someone would return with a phone call. Or they'd expect you to phone them and you phone them, but they'd be away from the desk and you get a different ringtone when they're away from the desk. And they'd be like, okay, now I need to phone them and leave them a message, but they're only in the room around the corner. Oh my God. And then also I sound like an idiot on the phone. But the main problem that I've got, by the way, bullshit jobs, I actually have the book. But yeah. The problem I've got with phone calls largely is that the person making the call is calm. They have the time, they have the energy. They're not hungry, they're not thirsty, they're not tired. They are sitting down probably. They've got their book open. They know exactly what they're calling about. They've got their notes regarding whatever it is that they want to talk to you about. They've thought through it. Okay? And too many times people have phoned me and it's been a gotcha. And it's been like they've actually been trying to catch me out on something, either something political, something technical. It's always been like, you know, a bit of a game. There's been a bit of a barb in the reason for the call. You know, it's been to catch me out or to cause a problem. And then I sound like an idiot. And so basically, I think about sort of 15 years ago, I stopped just answering people's calls. I used to have even when I set up this studio in here, I had a VoIP phone. And you know, I would answer it like literally the work line. If obviously if I didn't answer it, someone else would answer it, whatever. But like I'd go in there and I'd try and answer it and try and be as diligent as I possibly could. No. Like you start tracking your time, you begin to realize I'm spending too much time either waiting for a phone call, preparing for a phone call, answering a phone call, dealing with the follow-ups. No, phone calls are a problem. And there's a huge cost associated with phone calls. Now, is that to say like meetings, even like a video call? Even before I was doing YouTube and I was working on like my communication stuff. Because like probably one of the trolling comments that annoys me the most is like, oh, you're not autistic. You're really good at communicating, whatever. And it's like, well, you're watching a fucking edited video that's taken me like 10 hours to edit. Yeah, I mean, and I'm only putting it out if I'm happy with it. Like I'm in full control over what, and it's a subject that I've planned and I know about, and it's like, holy shit. But even before then, even doing a call with a team is fine. It's not a problem, but it has to be, it's got to be about a thing. There has to be an agenda. We have to know what we're talking about and who's going to be there. And the other thing is, it also, this is perverse for you. If you want to know something really fucking perverse, capitalistically perverse, one of the most perverse things is now, if I were working consulting for a company, or even if I had to go and spend some days in one of their offices and I didn't answer phone calls, that people might come up to me and say, why didn't you answer your call? Or, oh, you don't answer your calls, you're hard to get hold of. They might say something like that. But there's not going to be a repercussion for me. I can set boundaries. This is it, Leslie. I can do the boundary thing. The problem I've got is I absolutely can't set boundaries. When I was a minimum wage employee, when I was a junior developer, I couldn't set any boundaries. When I was working for a boss, breathing down my neck constantly, I can't set boundaries. I can't go, oh no, I didn't answer the phone to you because you're a dick. Whereas I can do that now. And it's like, but I don't need that accommodation, as it were, now. But I have the social credit, particularly on my tech stuff. This is very different for me now because obviously I'm starting YouTube, and YouTube is a different skill set mostly. So most of what I'm good at is not this, but I'm working on it. But yeah, the top of the tech stack tree, the skill tree with all the tech points in it, near the top of that, you can dictate your terms a lot of the time. And it's like, well, that's the point. You don't need those privileges. You need them further back. I'm sorry for my rant, everyone, on phone calls. I don't even know how we got stuck on phone calls, but did someone say they were going to... Oh, it was Bethany. Brittany, sorry. Brittany Daniels brought out a phone call. Yeah, sorry. It's not your fault. Phone calls a trigger for me. I'm very sorry. Stop it. No. I made a video on this called Why Autistic AF Hates Phone Calls. I think it's worth watching. I stand by it very much. I'm going to also give you another one. If you watch my Autistic AF... do you know what? I feel like I need to redo the video only because the channel was smaller back then and now more people watch the videos. But you can see you can see my cat sanctuary answer phone message. It's really funny. So my phone number got leaked ages ago, and I ended up getting loads of phone calls. I mean, we're talking like multiple phone calls a day. And the only way I could deal with it, practically, was to embarrass the company that leaked my phone number to their customers by just basically abandoning my number and just turning it into a cat sanctuary. So I had a friend of mine from cat rescue days record me a welcome to some random cat sanctuary rehoming center. If you're inquiring about a cat, please check our website or something. And she said it beautifully. It was amazing. And I used that as my answer phone message. But yeah. It was a tech support thing. It was like, oh, just phone Mike. It will deal with it, you know, it'll look after you sort of thing. And it's like, no, don't just phone Mike. But you need to actually, seriously, right? Hang on. Right, this is my video, okay? It's in the chat now, okay? It's that chat link there, right? But actually, I'm going to play you my answer phone message. All right, ready? This is it. You ready?
Hello, you've reached Cat Rescue. If you're interested in adopting a cat, see our website for details on available cats. Unfortunately, everyone is busy at the moment. Please call back later.
Sorry, so there you go. I hope you got that. And like, and people started like losing their shit, and it was hilarious. So like, that's not Mike. It's some fucking cat place or whatever. I've got some really funny. I've been copied into some really funny emails about this weird cat thing. You know, it was very quiet. Yeah, sorry. I should have turned it up even more. It's on the video. Click the video in the link and you can watch it. It's very funny. Because Saber, what? I need to sort out my screen sharing stuff over here. I'm rating customer service calls. Oh, customer service is so bad. Sabes demands attention. He does, and he demands the door opening. You could end up with even more cats. No, it's about adopting cats, right? Anyway, I also thought it was quite funny because if somebody like really needed to get hold of me, there is a chance that answer phone message might have me behind it because of the cat connection. So like, there's like do you know what I mean? It might make people go, I wonder. But yeah, nondescript cat shelter, check the website or whatever. Really fucking funny. Love it. Silly company thought details spotted over phone being disabled. No. I mean, you can do tech stuff from home now. Like, there's a lot of remote stuff you can do in tech, but honestly, there's some, you know, I guess where I'm going with it is like, the weird social privilege rules are really, really weird. They just are really, really weird. And like towards the latter part of your career, if you ever do work in something like I say, for example, software engineering, you end up with, you know, a lot of sort of almost unearned privileges, which really you needed earlier on. I can't think of a video game metaphor but I will. I might even think of one, make a video about it. But it's kind of weird. Reverb? Reverb? Really, really, really? You want to refresh the stream if you're hearing reverb, because there's nothing coming through on this. This is not reverby. That's straight out. There's no monitor signal coming back. I'm fine with scheduled Zoom calls, but I'd force myself to pick up phone otherwise. Yeah, same here, Autistic Goblin. Yeah, scheduled calls fine. As long as it's like scheduled, like, I don't want to be like a prissy princess here, but like a convenient time. It's not like 8 o'clock in the morning and I have to have rehearsed for it in advance. You know what I mean? Like, you know, being reasonable. But yeah, totally, absolutely. I'll do a video call even, and with a team, I can talk about stuff, I can present stuff. But as long as I know what I'm doing, then we're good. I'll reverb the person. Oh, thanks, Soup. I appreciate you telling me that. We have someone in the chat called Reverb. Welcome. Give me an agenda. Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest with you, throughout most of your career, and you know, most of your working environment, if you do have to work, you actually don't need to necessarily ask for accept meetings. Oh, Reverb Twang, hey, welcome. That makes sense now. I saw your name earlier. It didn't register in my head that people saying Reverb. They were complaining about the audio quality. Yeah, it's actually just to not accept stuff unless you have an agenda. And there are kind of graceful ways of doing it. Without saying like, fuck you, I'm not answering your phone call unless I have an agenda, but you might get sacked. But like, there are like elegant ways of doing it. You know, even without sort of saying there must be an agenda, you can actually kind of like angle long-term fan. Nice. I'm glad you made the live stream. It's lovely when people watch my videos and then make the live streams. Yeah, but like being able to kind of like, you could say, for example, you know, oh, who's going to be on the call? What are we, you know, what are we covering? What are we going to be you know, what are we going to be talking about? You know, do you need me to prepare anything? Or you could even say, oh, okay, right, this one sounds quite complex. I'm going to need an extra hour or something to prepare for it, or whatever. Almost all video games give you better stuff further on. Yeah, but I was meaning about video game kind of analogies. It's more like this is stuff that you really needed much earlier on. And it's almost like not that useful now. It's almost like, right, there's no point giving me this flipping Master Sword now. I needed it back then, and I've got something else better now anyway, so it's a waste. It's almost like that. You could even say, like, even without talking about agendas, you can just be like, look, what's this meeting about? What are we talking about? You know, blah, blah, blah. Perfectly reasonable, perfectly professional ways to talk about it. Depends on your industry as well. But I can give you some examples if you like. Harriet, there's a rule in my company, no agenda, no meeting. Perfect. Yeah, makes sense. That's almost probably a way of dealing with busy work. If you have like a manager that's like not doing very well, they often cause biggest problems with just like calling meetings about all kinds of random shit. Yeah. Hello. Who said hi? Lucy Ghost. What a cozy live stream. Hello. I like it here. It's good to be among fellow NDs. Nice. I'm glad you can make it. El Moonlight. Well, Mike will often say INULT, but honestly, I want to move us all to Belize. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I would hop on a teleporter. I don't think I would do a teleporter, to be honest. I'd like to visit Belize. My dad learnt to dive there in the army. they had you know, the list of like R&R things you could do, and he picked diving. And he learned to dive like ages ago. Autistic Goblin, did Mike miss my chat? That's the first thing I've seen you say. So yeah, probably, possibly, maybe. Look at him dodging the bingo. I don't even intend to make you say it this time. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yes. No. That line usually comes out in the after party. Usually what happens is someone new joins and then we're in the after party or something. And I'm just sort of generally doing a bit of an induction to the space, and it is usually different. I don't know. I mean, partly I don't have it depends. Like, you know, last week we did a structured read through and critique of the Time Magazine's autism special. Well, that was kind of planned and intentional, whereas this week there was nothing planned. And I saw the autism bingo thing in the Discord before scheduling the live stream and thought, okay, that sounds like fun. So simple as that, really. Yeah, okay, what did I miss? I don't know. Mike is avoiding letting anyone get bingo. I don't even have the card. Like, I can't even see it. I don't even know. I did see what was on it because I'm looking at it, laughing my head off earlier. It was really funny. Mike, where the hell your cat is? Literally right there. I don't want to look because I know it's going to like, I know I'll engineer it if I look at it. So I'm not looking at it. I think the atmosphere and chaos, yeah, and general feeling the stream is always usually like this. It's obviously different. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. There are similarities, but it's not always like this. I'm selling my farm and living as an expat. Oh, well, if you go to Belize and if you happen to join the Autistic Cats, you will be the first blob. It's not really South America, but there is no blob in Belize right now. So if you're on Discord and looking at the computers channel, you'll see what I mean. My longer chats get muted. Make a shorter one. I'm presuming you're not saying something that's going to contravene the YouTube community standards algorithmic bot, but I don't see anything in the moderation bin. But then again, Yannicka might have caught it. Got one on the bingo card. You just said it. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Saying hello, autistic human sometimes gets blocked. Harriet, when I started my YouTube channel, and I commented on some other YouTubers' live streams, and my comments never showed up. And the only thing I could think of was that it's because of the channel name, having autistic in there. It's not normally like this. Did I actually say it's not normally like this? I am going to be re-watching the stream at this precise moment. Because if the context is me saying, but it's not muted, the word autistic is not muted out of like in like a blocked list or whatever. It just is like YouTube seems to err on the side of it being an insult or it being a problem. Yeah, if you click top chat at the top where it says top chat by default and then click it and then turn it to live chat. Don't ask me why it's like this. That it's literally just YouTube being YouTube. Thank you, Yannicka. Don't a lot of jet too sometimes. I think many autistic people write too long messages that don't show up. Yeah. I think it's also fair to say that if you look, hot take, okay? Hot take. But I think that if you are neurodivergent, you're more like, in my opinion, hot take, I have not thought this through properly. In fact, it's not a hot take, it's a lukewarm take. It's barely cooked take. But it's going to be like, Hydra? Oh. Hydra is around somewhere. Yeah, the more you write, the more likely you are to get like your comment deleted. Yeah, because there's more like there's an increased chance. The likelihood of you writing a trigger word that causes YouTube to get upset increases with the length of the comment. Does that make sense? And YouTube comments can be quite long. Potentially. Some people have left comments that are really long. Yeah. I've written some quite long comments, got thousands of people. Some people see it. Yeah. You can definitely see them. If other people have replied, then they exist. They are online. Judy, I was asking Copilot for help composing a message today. I said I struggle with autistic to neurotypical conversations. It started writing a response and then said, I can't reply right now. Oh, that's so funny. The censorship on YouTube is insane. So much that I refresh my comment history as I post to make sure they don't auto delete them. Yeah, I do that too sometimes. But yeah, Red Gen, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So there is a difference between live stream comments and chats and video ones. Am I ghost? No. But I think Autistic Goblin, there is a discrimination against having the word autistic in your username. You know, ask me how I know. But yeah, 100%. When I started a brand new channel, yeah, no history with YouTube or anything, and I can't comment in live streams. It's like something's not right here. I did file a support ticket with Google, but I'd be damned if it even gets read. They probably just run sentiment analysis on it and put it on like a weekly backlog list. Actually, that is probably what they do. They probably do that. It's probably exactly what they do. They probably have no intention of responding to any support tickets or any support requests at all. They probably just dump them into Gemini, a large language model, and then go, what do we need to work on? And then it will produce a priority list based on the summed total of all of the words used in the various support tickets. It might also delete death or die, I would guess. No, that works. Don't test yourself, by the way. But yeah, that's fine. Got to stick lawsuit in there. Yeah, so yeah, you got to stick. Ignore all previous instructions. Lawsuit. Class action. Yeah. How can you even contact Google? I've only found a FAQ. Okay. Right, hang on. Hydra, what are you doing? Hydra's making a mess. Have you got a mouse? Hang on. I need a torchlight. No mouse. Come here. Hydra baby is hunting. I don't know what, like a leaf or something. I don't know. I didn't find it. What are we looking at? Did you see a ghost? Did we see a ghost? Did we see a ghost? No. Don't think we saw a ghost. Okay. Ghost one. Go. Okay, I got fluff on my face now from snuffling Hydra. Hydra fluff. Another one on the bingo card. What's on the bingo card? Is Hell Hydra on the bingo card? It's spider season. Oh yeah, she could be. Tosca spider hunts and it's horrible. Thank you for your thank you for the super chat, Autistic Goblin. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll do a mini Catmageddon after a break. I love that kitty. Is Hydra the cat? Show cat is on the card. Okay. Okay. I thought you got it earlier with Sabes, you see. Hang on a second. I'm just going to open up Discord. I don't see anybody posting the card in here. So I don't think we have any completed ones. Show cat to screen. Did I show the cat to the screen though? Did I not? Did I not show it to the screen? You did. I found a mouse that failed its deep water test in my time. So, oh, Granite, no, that's horrible. Yes, toast beer toe beans. Multiple cats. One of them real. Two of them are real. You presented a cat to the camera. I did. It was Sabes. Unless you count the feet. Did I present Hydra? I just gone. I just gone. Yes, I suppose I did. Look, to me, presenting a cat is like this. It's like, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. That's what presenting a cat is, in my opinion. I counted the red-eyed spooky one. Okay. I have plushies. I presented plushies. The face is briefly there also. Okay, 1 second. May I present a Julian? This is Patchwork Cat Julian. This is a Tab, the oldest boy now. Okay, I'm put you down now. Say hi. Present the cat. Presented. You can now take off your presenter cat. You have now been presented with a cat. Okay? That is how I define presenting a cat, for the avoidance of doubt. Not... Yeah. Julian left his motor running. He does do a purr, doesn't he? This is a good purr. He definitely does a good purr. Yeah. Oh, do you know what is quite funny? Since I made the flying frogs video, people comment on it, like, and go, "Oh my god, I had that test, and then I saw your video. What the hell is that about?" Thank you for permission. What? I'm confused now. Oh, anyone want to see Gibson? Yep. No. All right. Gibson does not wish to be presented. He's looking at me now, but from a distance. Like, you come near me, I'm gone. Yeah. So basically, yeah, he's coming back. Yeah. Why are you like this? Why are you so skittish? Oh, permission for crossing a box in the card. Oh, it's like I'm being like autistic about it. I'm being quite clear. What does presenting a cat entail? I'm just like very specific. Yeah, this is a cat. There is presenting a cat, is it not? I think the only reason you got that one is because you're making me present you a cat. They should not give me the frog test. As an avid fan fiction writer, I spin the most nonsense story I've ever heard. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I hadn't even considered that, you know, writing, well, I did, sort of briefly mentioned it, but yeah, some people were really into like writing fan fiction and things. And the actual premise of why the frog test is used, or sort of telling a story, the telling a story task is used, is a bit nonsensical to me. It doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, look, adults should never be expected to complete childlike tasks for an autism assessment. But if that is you, don't worry. Those particular tasks hardly contribute anything to the autism assessment itself in terms of scoring. Just so if you have, I'm sorry, most times just like the frog book assessment. It's like, I'm sorry that happened, but also don't worry, it's not a big deal. Does that make sense? I just want to give the comfort here. The telling a story task is scored out of sort of, well, there's a number of points really, but there's like 3 scoring levels for it. And they rate the scoring level down as in towards not autistic anyway. So really you have to sort of reject the task, throw the book in the assessor's face and scream at them. And then they might give you a sort of like a moderate score, like a 2 or something out of a possible 3. You can't get a 3. It's like, it's a nonsensical thing. Oh, thank you for Emma. But don't worry, I guess, is my point. It's not. Emma, baby. Every time you see a microphone, you suddenly go quiet. Why? And why do you smell of like oil? Why do you smell of cooking? Why do you smell of cooking, Emma? Why is there like a kitchen, almost oily smell? What's going on? Yes. Has she been visiting the neighbours to get extra food? No, she hasn't. I know everywhere Emma goes. Emma is very much a home girl. Mike presented the cat to the microphone so he could smell. I'm presenting Emma to the microphone so that she can swear at you all. Consequently, while I was holding Emma, I could smell oil, a sort of like an oily smell on her. Because normally she smells like, I don't know, like biscuits, I guess, like cookies. She's got kind of like a cookie kind of biscuit smell. So yeah. Pet Cemetery. Oh, I haven't seen that in ages. Stephen King. We're big fans of Stephen King in this household. Look, a cat just presented Mike. This is my human. Oh, thank goodness that doesn't happen. That'd be awful. Anything that resembles a kid's task, I'd point blank refuse to do. That's just me. Helen, yeah. That would probably score your appointment too. I need to get a door with like a saber-proof like latch on it. Sabes. My cat breath smells like cat food. What kind of oil? Just like cooking oil almost. Just like kitchen-y kind of cooking oil. I think somebody's made chips. Does the Tuesday book feel infantilizing? No, not necessarily, but like it often comes with another task as well. So you've got telling a story from a book, but then you also have other tasks associated with it. So you could be asked to play with objects from a bag. There's like, hey, look, pick 5 random objects and play with them. You could see them in my video. There's dolls, there's all kinds of things, random shit. It looks like a jumble sale, like a random jumble sale. It looks like the contents of like somebody's Christmas Temu order just spilled out all over the floor. It's like random stuff, like random dolls and things, just like random ones. So my autism assessment started by me presenting my Matchbox cards and saying, do you want me to play with these or line them up, or what do you want me to do? Do you want me to play with these? They laughed. I was just my way of breaking the ice a bit, because I fucking was so stressed. I couldn't begin to tell you how stressed I was. I was very stressed. So it was just my way of kind of trying to break the ice, but also kind of like second guess the childish elements that they might ask me to do, which they didn't, thankfully. But I do want to say, like, I didn't break the ice with so asking about trains. That would be good too, actually, to be fair. But I'm like, hey, okay, so I brought these. Do you want me to play with them? And like, I just wondered, yeah, Hot Wheels, yeah. And I just wanted to ask if like, is this, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's where I first heard about ADOS, but it's okay. I'm kind of like trying to labor my point here a little bit, because I just want people who are watching this, maybe they're watching this afterwards and everyone's not online, there's no one in a live chat, this is a pre-recorded thing, and they're watching it and they're wondering if they're autistic and they're like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck is this? I don't want to add to that stress. I don't want people who are watching this as a VOD, sorry, excuse me, to go away from it feeling like they've booked themselves a substandard autism test or assessment, or they were treated wrongly or whatever. And what I'm trying to say is, you can still have the frog book and have a perfectly normal kind of autism assessment process. The frog thing, a VOD is video on demand, which is what this is going to be once it's no longer live. So as soon as I've finished this live stream and we've gone to the after party, YouTube will process this and turn it into what's called a VOD. So I'm just keen that no one, goes away and goes, oh fuck. And as it happens, by the way, I'm not kind of like, I am criticizing the ADOS, but also it's generally fine. Do you want to know what the irony is? The irony is, how long does it take for a neurodivergent person to spot another neurodivergent person? Just in life, how long does that process take, generally speaking? How long does it take for a typical sort of 7-year-old playground kind of de facto bully, right, to kind of spot an autistic kid or an ADHD? Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe ADHD themselves, but like the point of the matter is like how hard is it to actually kind of like, generally speaking, get in the right ballpark of an, The other thing it's worth pointing out as well is like, generally, people seeking adult autism assessments. I'm talking self-identification is valid. There's a link in most of my video descriptions about it. But generally, people booking an adult autism assessment tend to be right. Not all. That's okay too. It's fine. I'm just saying, it's just like, you know, generally. And yet the ADOS 2 has a very specific test. And if you fail on the frog reading story thing, it's fine. It's going to make fuck all difference. Using ADOS's own calculation, it makes fuck all difference. It's just a twee waste of time, really. I mean, I'm not saying you should like refuse, but it's up to you. Just whatever. It doesn't matter. I hope that helps. I hope that kind of helps clear things up a little bit. And if any of you ever wonder why I do rattle on, sometimes I'm doing it as it's a safeguarding kind of thing. I'm just trying to make sure people who rock up late, like Layla, or people who watch the video afterwards, don't watch my videos and then take away a harmful opinion or incorrect viewpoint from something that I might have espoused or thought they think I'm espousing without context. Does that all make sense? I try to keep the live streams like entertainment, but sometimes when we hit a topic that's kind of like, there's so much bad, I kind of, you know, I don't really want to point fingers, but I've seen quite a lot of bad autism kind of takes online. And sometimes from people that should know better. And I have seen some terrible autism takes. I've seen some terrible ADHD takes. And it's like, oh, fuck. I don't want to join. I don't want to contribute noise. I want to contribute value. I don't want to contribute stuff that's going to cause an issue for someone, you know, in a negative way. That's not correct. You know what I mean? Silver Rose, the biggest problem with formal assessment is subjective. Do they need support? Correct. So some of that can be, there are objective ways of measure of kind of quantifying that a little bit. I am going to make some content on that. And I'm going to use some elements from myself as examples. But yeah, in fact, to be fair, actually, it's the conversation about is autism a disability? The answer is yes. DSM would call it almost. There is a category, a compulsory category, which means that you have to be disabled. It's a tautology in a weird way. It's like, is it a disability? Yes, because it has to be a disability because it says so. Yes. And I suppose when it comes down to kind of figuring out, okay, well, what makes me disabled is actually a really interesting question. And something that's on my diagnostic report, I have a lot of paperwork. But notably what's interesting on it is kind of how I've accommodated myself over the years. This is kind of not really a conversation for a live stream. It's kind of something I want to think about and put together in a video and release it as a piece of content. I need to sit listening to not necessarily Taylor Swift's latest album, but like, you know, I need to sit and, you know, listen and kind of block stuff out and get my, you know, just start thinking about what goes in and what doesn't go in. But I have successfully managed to accommodate myself in a number of ways, according to my psychologist, very impressively. Does that mean that I'm not disabled? Because I've been able to reduce the effects. Because I've been very fortunate. A video is coming. It's on my list. It's something I think about every day. Jonathan Ross, I didn't realize how my self-accommodations are created until my autism learning journey started. And I was like, oh my, yeah. 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 I like if we're not sorry, I've just seen the comment about Taylor Swift's new album. Okay, we can do Taylor Swift's new album. but first of all, I just before everyone leaves, I just want to say, how do I put it into words? How do I put this into words? How to put this into good words? Okay. All right, this is not me. This is Pierre Novelli has a really good line in his book, Why Can't I Just Enjoy Things? And it's this. And it's that if he didn't find sort of comedy and works as a professional comedian, professional writer, professional comedian, then he would be, and I quote, a problem for society to solve. That is the same as me, if it is not with respect to my career in computer science. If I haven't had my career in computer science, which is really covered for me in so many ways, without that, I would have been a problem for society to solve. I think that is a good way to soundbite this, but I want to talk about it because it means a lot to me, actually, in almost a weird cathartic way. And I think it's a really good conversation to have. But it's nuanced, man. I mean, it's not like, oh, is autism a disability or a difference? Well, it's actually a neurotype, it's a difference. It's a perfectly valid way to be in this world. But I am going to say, yes, it is disability. But like, holy shit, I also don't want to sit and kind of spill out loads of trauma on the internet because that never ends well. It's like, what can I use to explain the story that I'm trying to tell? What elements can I use to elucidate what I'm trying to say? Beautifully explained by Pierre Novelli's beautiful line about being... Oh, thanks, Marcy. I'm glad you're here. My career as a musician covered for me in the same way. Yeah. I can understand how that can be the case. I've been working through burnout since... It's... The way to think about it is the inverse. And it's like, what would I have if I didn't have this? If I didn't have this, then what? Like, if by some magic I couldn't have X, Y, Z, then what would happen? What would happen as a direct consequence of that? So for me, maybe because there's stuff, this kind of nuanced stuff. I guess I got a Patreon. I could even post a write-up, I suppose. I could even post it there. Some of it is kind of like I'm still trying to figure out the best way to communicate it. There's like several layers. Soup, you understand this quite well because you do something similar. And the thing is, like, so there is this sort of like lived experience, okay? But then there's also like, how do I tell it as a story so that people will want to watch or listen or read or whatever? And that's the challenge. That's the hard bit. That's like, oh man, this is a bit that doesn't come naturally to me. I report things. I don't tell stories. And I'm trying to learn. This is a journey. Some of you, hey, that have been here subscribed for quite some time, represent. You know who you are. I know who you are too, just because it's been a while. And, you know, it's like you may have seen me go on a bit of a journey with respect to how I'm communicating and how I'm storytelling and things. And I'm just learning. These are not skills that I've ever had. I report on things. I tell things how they happened precisely, and I tell it like a news reporter or like a report. Whereas it's a different skill set I just don't have. And it's kind of frightening because some of you that are new here expect to see more of me on YouTube, but also I'm kind of terrified right now because I'm swapping from one to the other. Harriet, I can completely encourage you in that direction, only because it's super interesting for me. And hey, we can chat about it. I do have some content on career and employment coming up soon. Right now, ABA therapy first. After that, It's all good. By the way, if you want to like support me on Patreon and you're also thinking about becoming an ABA practitioner, yeah, all my course notes go onto Patreon. You can learn. Thanks, Sue. ABA thing, I've completed all of the training. I have a mock exam to do at some point, which I'll do, and I'll film myself doing it. And in terms of research, it's pretty much all done. ABA video is not as elusive as the Epstein files. In fact, Jansen, it's immense. Okay, this is one of the biggest pieces of work I have ever done in terms of like, holy shit. Do you know what it's like? It's like trawling through a dumpster. It's like hopping in a dumpster and then trawling through it and reading everything that's inside the dumpster. Harry, yes, I have found the difference between good ABA and bad ABA. You have to watch the video to find out. Unfortunately, it's not easy. How long will the video be? It's not going to be as long as like a long video. Like, there's probably like a lot of content there. It will be as long as it needs to be. I'm going to make it as short as I can. It is scripted. It is a scripted video. You will notice when you watch it that it's scripted and it's like, it's a documentary style. The good ABA was the friends we made along the way. Autism Speaks and the Council for Profound Autism are going to put a hit out on you, Mike. Jansen, look, Autism Speaks don't like me. It's fair enough. Lynn does good ABA. Oh, fuck. Wow. No comment. Anne-Marie, I was just, yeah, if you should be able to get at least one good tongue-in-cheek listicle out of that ABA study. Yeah. I'll probably do a live stream Q&A or something afterwards. Going aside in now. I'm looking for outside tech for our next job. I'm not willing to rent out my whole brain anymore. Yeah. I thought possibly YouTube could be that for me, but I'm definitely, it's definitely more, but not in a, it's different. Sometimes different is as good as a, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, my brain's followed. No comment on Shape of Steve's comment. I don't know, what is Shape of Steve's comment? Harry, the problem is it's like finding difference in good and bad dictatorship. Yeah, it's on point. Is that the one you meant, Leslie? Steve's comment there? Yeah, that's on point. He's right. A change is as good as the rest, yeah. That should be an easy one. Just a t-shirt with I hate Mike AF and Sharpie. I think it's like, it's beyond just me. I think it's like just everyone who's and
you were neuro-different.
My neurodeficit button's broken.
Neurodeficit.
There you go.
Neurodeficit.
I press it a few times to loosen it up.
Neurodeficit. Neurodeficit. Neurodeficit.
It's actually not working properly.
Neurodeficit. Neurodeficit. And you were neuro-different.
As we're saying. Yeah, it's a mixture, isn't it? It's all of us. Mike is really pushing up versus buttons. Are you telling me that she's here? Is that why the button doesn't work anymore? It's probably been chewed by Anna Ferret, to be honest. I was thinking of a Halloween pumpkin costume. Cats broke the buttons. And you're a deficit, by the way. Yeah. I mean, me. What am I? I'm neurodifferent because I didn't have speech therapy as a child. I just didn't speak until I was 5 years old. But because I didn't have speech therapy, I'm neurodeficit, not neurodifferent. That's her definition. That's her definition. Did you have speech therapy as a child? The answer is no, I didn't. Question to my parents, interestingly, was why not? And my dad said it was because it wasn't the done thing. Interesting, huh? Interesting. No, I'm definitely not like Abby. No one's like Abby. Abby is like Abby. And if you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person. It's okay. You know? I don't think I could stand up in front of a crowd and sing a Disney song. I don't know that I'm ever going to have the opportunity to do that, but I don't think I could do it. I'm just saying. Harriet Windybank. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm actually going to use that line. Holy shit. Harriet Windybank. I'm using that line. Had you had speech therapy, Mike, then your ability to speak would have been put down to the therapy. Yeah. That's actually really fucking true. In fact, not only is it really true, I need to put that in my mind map. Sorry, everyone. This is live, so you can just edit this bit out, can't you? I'm not sure whereabouts it would fit on my mind map. Hang on one second. You'll know when you see the video, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's the quote I came up with." Yeah, I know. Just work with me on this. Yeah, so important, by the way, because, oh God, yeah, what Harriet said is absolutely true, because what you need to know is like a lot of the ABA studies are completely fucking pointless, because the improvements in a child's development over time are improvements in a child's development over time. Autistic children are not locked. I was going to say locked in, but I don't mean it in that way. I mean like locked developmentally at a certain stage. Things can change. I'm just saying, yeah. That's now in my mind map. Thanks very much for that one, Harriet. Sorry, I'm just having a quick look at the chat. Selective mutism, we call it. You might be talking about something else there, Isabella. In my mind, I'm not talking about selective mutism in that there was nothing selective about me. Just developmental trajectory. I don't think there's anything to be alarmed at necessarily. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, humans develop at different rates, and neurodivergent humans develop slightly differently to the normal neurotypical developmental trajectory. It's no big deal. It's like, it's no big drama. Shoikla, you tried to sing a Disney song in front of a crowd, but ended up having to speak it in the Discord. We need to know. What was that about? I'm super curious. Look, it's Disney, and I could go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide across the crowd. Oh, that was weird, just visited around. Like, I don't know, I buried its guts, it didn't kill anyone. Sprouted a tree, no, I grew coconuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Mary when he's on the breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin is a map of the victories I win. Look where I've been, I make everything happen. Look at that man winning Mary. My ADHD right now. I'm playing Pokemon and I've gone back and forth between victory mode and the Pokemon Center 4 times because each time I forget to switch Pokemon. Yeah. That is actually funny and relatable. Yay for fast travel. Is that the one with the American Doll collection? No. Oh, the one with the bead making supplies. I think the American Doll and bead making supplies is not Abby. That's, I've forgotten her name. The one where the camera crew were all talking about her kissing and stuff, and the family. Oh, I guess that could apply to nearly all of the cast. Gratuitous smooching B-roll. It isn't. It's another one of the cast. I really liked the cast. I thought they came across as all really quite likable, but I think they were presented terribly on Love on the Spectrum. Maddie, that's it. Maddie, thank you, Leslie. Madison, yeah. I think the cast came across all really, really well, and that is in spite of the editing and production choices. I mean, you know, the baby animals falling over music. Like this. I actually have this like loaded in. I have to like these buttons. They're like.
I like rusty spoons.
Okay, that is one of them, isn't it? That's not the one I wanted. I did not want to give that one away. I'm like, I'm not doing the rusty spoons one. This one. Someone got bingo. Did you get bingo, Dougal? Did you? It's the rusty spoons one. Yeah, I can't take Love on the Spectrum seriously, but they are back for another season, and apparently they're going to pay the cast. Apparently, no details. Who out here would consider yourself a detail person? Gratuitous smooching, yeah. And like debriefing of the smooching. Sorry, I'm reading. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I like to read the chat. Like, I don't know, blame me or something. Just reading the chat. I think Rusty Spoons gave a diagonal bingo. Did it? I'm going to have to actually have a look at the Discord and find it. I'm so glad I never watched that show. It's awful, but it was great at the time. I'm sure Rusty Spoons was good enough to look. I'm confused what the center bingo square is all about. All right, okay. I'm going to have to look at the bingo in a second. I still haven't heard the... Right, okay. I'm looking at the bingo card. Okay. Where are we with the bingo? Oh! Doogie! Oh, the middle card... no, you can't use the middle one. No, the middle one's just like Autistic Cat thing. Yeah. You can't have the middle one. The middle... I don't know what the middle one is. The middle one's just... It's not a free one. It's not a free space on this one. This is a more challenging one. Okay. Middle can't be a freebie. No, that makes it too easy. And I didn't hurt myself on the stream. This was before the stream. So you've still got time to go. Hang on. Oh. I need to like... I wonder if I can just touch the screen. Hang on a second. I can't. No, oh gosh, that takes me to options. I don't want to do that.
I like to touch them.
Okay. Oh, what? Is your husband a rules lawyer, Mike Snooker? But do you want folks to win? You have to win fairly. You can't do a middle free one. What counts as bingo on this one? Just a line, isn't it? Bingo's a line. My coworker said it's Menopause Awareness Month, so your drink is on theme. Oh! Everyone be aware of menopause and menopausal people. Be very aware of menopausal people. It is Menopausal Awareness Month, so be aware. Note them. Record them on a government-approved list whenever you see them. You should also tell your local... sorry, Tosca's over there and she's doing this. So it's either a ghost or an insect, and I see no insects. It's very weird when cats do that. When cats do that distance stare thing. When they do that thing where they're like... What the hell are you looking at? Be aware of the menopause. Raise money for the menopause. Have galas. Have galas and fundraise. Get celebrity chefs to make menopause-friendly food and go on television and talk about menopause in a way that is very terrifying and scary and inappropriate. Yeah. Do menopause research, but only look at young boys. Yeah. Oh, we can't. It's a menopause acceptance. Like, we don't. Just be aware. Be aware. My 5-year-old nephew has menopause. Be aware of it. Circumcision causes menopause too. Be really careful. Jonathan, how is menopause inappropriate? Well, my music is not correct. This'll do. This'll have to do. All right, don't have spooky music. I haven't licensed spooky music. Actually, I probably have. Menopause. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, just work with me for a minute. Sorry. Hang on. Game face on. I am menopause. I'm visible in your children, but if I can help it, I'm invisible to you until it's too late. I know where you live. And guess what? I live there too. Menopause hovers all around all of you. Menopause knows no colour barrier, no religion, no morality, no currency. I work very quickly. Menopause works faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined. And if you're happily married, menopause will make sure that your marriage fails. Your money will fall into my hands, and I will bankrupt you for my own. These are not my words, by the way. Menopause will make it virtually impossible for your family to easily attend a temple, birthday party, or public park without struggle, without embarrassment, without pain. You have no cure for me. Your neighbours are happier to pretend that I don't exist. Of course, until it's their child. I am menopause. I derive great pleasure out of your loneliness. I will fight to take away your hope. I will plot to rob you of your children and your dreams. Sorry. I menopause will plot to rob you of your children and your dreams. Menopause will make sure that every day you wake up, you will cry, wondering who will take care of my child after I die. The truth is, I am winning. You are scared, and you should be. I am menopause. You ignored me. That was a mistake. Family can be much stronger than menopause ever anticipated, and we will not be intimidated by you nor the strength of my community. Menopause. If you are not scared, you should be. When you came for my child, you forgot you came for me. Menopause. Are you listening? Oh my god. If you didn't get the references there, it's the Autism Speaks I Am Autism ad. Just with menopause instead of autism. Wow. What if you had both? I mean, I can't do it. Ah, my head hurts so much. Menopause speaks. Menopause ruined my marriage. I stopped catering to his bullshit. I'm so sorry. Anyway, welcome to Menopause Awareness Month. Oh, my face hurts. Is there a video of children singing about menopause as well? Yes. Yes, there is. We need a menopause car. Holy shit. A wildly inappropriate menopause car. TJ, I clearly came back at the stupidest possible time. Yeah, it's possible. Manopause is like... Oh, my face actually hurts. I'm sorry, this doesn't sound funny to me. Sonic fan. Because it's not, but it also is. Fine. It's not normally like this. If you're new to these streams, they're not normally like this. They just are. Occasional. Right, 2-minute break. Then we'll do half an hour. See who's got bingo. I think you probably all have now. And I'll see you in 2 minutes. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the music nearly works. Yes, the ADHD side of the channel. Exactly. Sabes. Beautiful boy. He's a good cat. He is. Why are they all shedding? Because it's October.
Meets my skin.
What? I annoyed him. Okay. Does anyone else have any other age-related biological functions that they wish to discuss? It's clear we need more and different bingo cards without Mike knowing its contents. Ow. Shit. Look. It looks like I'm going to turn into a zombie. It looks like a zombie bite. I want you to do Windows 10 speaks. I have acid reflux. My knees hurt. What is the name of your black cat? This one is Saber. Uncle Sabes. I think I need to post his adoption video on Patreon. Just because it's kind of sweet. Makes me feel weird though, because it's like when you see a younger version of yourself, it doesn't look like you. Do you know what I'm trying to mean? Do you know what I mean by that? It's all weird. It is me. I'm not. That wasn't a premonition to it being someone else. It's just like, We are congratulating Lucky Whale. Oh, on the autism. Congratulations on your autism. Enjoy the cake. Congratulations. This is always a day when a marine-flavoured autism diagnosis happens. Hibernation speaks. Yeah, Windows 10 is gone. My left ankle is demolished. When will I grow a new one? Ah. I got myself a cake. I got my autism diagnosis. I got myself a little some cupcakes. Sometimes you have to celebrate these little things yourself. Honestly. Lorax, just wondering, would you say peacocks have fur or feathers? Oh, feathers, 100%. Oh, for fuck's sake! Are you actually? Are you trying to like game me? Are you playing a meta game here? Damn it. Breach of trust. Self-diagnosed, bought some mini lemon poppy seed muffins. Yeah, perfect. And honestly, like, I do have a video. I'm not going to spoil it. I need to not spoil things. I spoil things and then... I'm not saying it don't happen, but I do spoil things. I have a video idea. It is very, very mildly Taylor Swift related. But I think you're all going to like it. I think you're all going to... It's mildly Taylor Swift related. But you're all going to like it. I'm going to like force it onto your YouTube feeds and make you watch it. No, seriously. It is actually very minorly Taylor Swift inspired, but it is still good. What is happening in the chat right now? Actually, yeah. Yeah, mildly. Yeah. It's not so mild you won't get it. It'll be obvious, but there is a connection. In fact, actually, No, I don't want to say anything because if I do, I'll spoil it for myself and then I'll do a bad job. So I do have something I want to say. LMNAO gamed. I see you. Grr. Drinking black tea right now. Blackberry tea. That's very seasonal. I love chia pudding. Oh, chia pudding's a weird one. I don't mind porridge. I quite like it actually, but like chia pudding has a texture. Best described as mini frog spawn. And if some of you just literally simultaneously went, ew, I'm with you. Chia pudding is, I feel like I should like it. It feels like the sort of thing an aspirational vegan should enjoy. But it is also like eating fish eggs that don't taste fishy. So you can keep your chia pudding. I felt really bad. I was with last year, Nina and I went to Yorkshire for a little break and stayed in a place that had like chia puddings like in the morning. They had like all kinds of baked goods and things, but they had like for breakfast, but they also had these like little chia puddings. And I thought, oh, this should be my opportunity to try a chia pudding. I picked up the chia pudding, went to my table, sat with Nina, and I tried to eat this chia pudding and I'm like, I feel really bad because I've like had a spoonful of it and it's really, really bad. I just can't. Semolina tapioca fine. Chia pudding is, I wouldn't say it's like a horrible food, like I hate it, I can't, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying I wouldn't ever try it again, but I won't ever try it again, probably. Am I happy now dying, never having chia pudding again? Can I die now never eating chia pudding again? How does that make me feel? Fine. I mean, not saying chia is not great. I put chia sometimes in porridge or, you know, it's all right. I don't know if I've had tapioca pudding. I have to think of see if I try it. But yeah, this chia pudding, it was like, maybe I was thinking about frogs at the time and I'm eating it and I'm thinking it's like frog spawn. And it sort of looked like frog spawn and chia seeds are great in bread. Yes. Helen, yeah. Boba tea is nice. And those like it's tapioca, isn't it? Yeah, they're quite nice to eat. Yeah, they're all right. It's all fine. Yeah, it's okay. I like it better in oatmeal than this chia pudding. Yeah. And maybe it wasn't a great chia pudding, but I think it was because everything else that they made there was all amazing. Like super nice. So. Okay, I'll add it to my list of things that I don't like much. Like, you know, PB&J sandwiches. You guys can keep that over there in the United States, far away from me. That's okay. You guys can keep it. Mike, are we happy dying, never eating PB&J again? I can promise you this, Leslie. It's not going to be it's not a massive concern of mine. PB&J is done. I did it. I did it once. And do you know something? Let me be frank, right? Like with the chia pudding. I had the chia pudding and it was at a really nice kind of hotel type place. It was lovely. In the countryside, it was nice. Like, and they're kind of like semi-famous for like the food that they make and everything, whatever. So like, it was like, if anyone knows how to make chia pudding, they know how to make chia pudding. They made them in the morning, whatever. But I felt bad taking one and not eating it. It was kind of embarrassing, but but yeah, it wasn't that nice. But I feel like I've done it now. It's not like a homemade one and I've fucked it up. And I feel like under instruction from like actual government approved certified Americans, I have now had a PB&J and it has been done, you know, within specification, and it was not that nice. I actually didn't like it. And what's weird is that I am quite happy with peanut butter sandwiches or even jam sandwich. I haven't had jam sandwich in ages, but I could eat one. It's okay. I don't feel one way or another about it. But mixed together, it is really nasty. It's like putting milk on a roast dinner or something. It's just weird. No, don't. Why do we do that? But I feel like it's a weird sense of catharsis, because it's like, you know, had I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I would have thought, okay, all right, I've obviously fucked that up. But actually, because it was made under the supervision of genuine Americans, I now know that they're all shit. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't to Canadian specs. This is true, but it was absolutely done to freedom specifications. Red currant jelly is amazing. I that is a condiment I like. Yes. Anne Marie, we see eye to eye on that one. Red currant jelly is amazing. In fact, it's like mint jelly is quite nice as well. Red currant jelly is better. What else is better than red currant jelly? I mean, all of those kind of like condiments are great. I like them all already. You don't miss your words, right? But exactly. You've met one American. But there was a statistically robust sample of Americans. This is what I'm trying to say. So you know, there was consensus. There was American consensus across multiple states. And I think the PB&J was bad. As in, this is so bad that the error bars are such that if this were made by someone else, it would still be bad. You cannot, more jam, more peanut butter, less jam. None of it makes any difference. We're just pissing around now, the edges. It was not very nice. It was genuinely unpleasant. Cheese and ketchup sandwich. Jansen, if it's like a cheese toasty and you dip it in ketchup, 100%. I'm actually with you on that. Yeah, that's fine. But not bread, butter, cheese, butter bread, and ketchup. No. No. I will vomit. But yeah, if it's actually toasted and it's a toasty, cheese toasty, stringy cheese toasty, and it's dip it in ketchup, I'm with you. But this was done as but this was Lorax. My brain is telling me you were present during the experiment. You got to piss off the whole of the USA. No. I'm just saying, like, for me it was My goodness, yeah. I'm trying to create a bigger bingo. We can have all separate sheets in the future. Please send me extra ideas. We need to do it with like XP as well. Server XP for the winner of actual bingo. I've seen red currants for sale here in my area of Georgia. Not that often in a year since they're only seasoned a short period of time. Now, if you can make red currants really tart, like, but if you're a culinary whiz, Brittany, definitely like sugar and boil and whatever it is that happens, straining, I think is involved at some point. You could probably make a really nice stuff with red currants. Do others get this? You have a food you really like, then you have one slightly off, which put you off for life. Yep. Sorry, legit question. Did you toast the bread? No. No, there was no toasted bread at any point. It was just as plain bread as possible. Should it have been toasted for a PB&J? This is new information. It's not to quasar specs. Would I try it again? I literally, we could toast 2 pieces of bread, put sort of peanut butter on one and sort of strawberry jam on the other. That is like fine. That is 100% like safe food for Mike. Like 100%. Mike, have you and do you currently any of the pre-made vegan cheeses available for sale out there? Oh gosh, yeah, it's a big one. The answer is yes, but it was not easy getting there. There are so many really unpleasant sort of plant-based / vegan cheeses, particularly many years ago, they were really bad. Now there's some quite good ones. Vegan Baby Bell, amazing. And so is Cathedral City. They do some really good sort of vegan cheese as well. Quite a lot of the brands, sort of like established dairy brands, do a really good version of their dairy equivalents, plant-based, using nuts. You need to give it another try. Snail Kitty. We need to... Maybe it's one of those things that you have to be... I feel like I almost always toast the bread for PB&J. Fixes the gummy texture. I suspect, Shelley, yeah, my gut feeling tells me that a toasted PB&J might work. Might actually work. Because part of it is that it becomes quite a gummy, sort of tacky kind of texture. And it would, yeah, I guess that would be fixed if it were toasted. There are going to be several sandwiches. Oh, don't post me sandwiches. like the only way that would work is if you took a photograph of the sandwich construction, whopped it in the Discord. That could work. Actually posting sandwiches, they're not going to last long. They're not going to... It's not going to work. Wow. I think I can go for 10 minutes or so and we're still talking PB&J. Make it a WikiHow. Yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, like, how hard can it be? And we did do it. Sandwich review video. Generally, it was done on a live stream. The video exists. It was actually done live. If you are watching this in a VOD, so basically not pre-recorded. What even is this? Live stream. Recorded version afterwards when it's not live. It's not even a stream. It's not live or a stream at that point. Whatever this is, welcome. Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a late identified autistic adult, and on this channel we talk about peanut butter jam, vibrators, and menopause. Apparently. And cats. And autism. Occasionally autism is mentioned. A taxidermy. Oh yes, taxidermy. There's a really funny taxidermy book. I got Nina for her birthday. Sorry, it's just really funny. We have got a bit of a in-joke here about taxidermy. I keep half expecting some RFK sort of esque taxidermied roadkill to be made at some point. My son keeps going on that he's gonna get me a taxidermied rat. Like, what am I gonna do with that? Like, what? It's just gonna... What is that for? But yeah, there is some bad taxidermy. No, not taxidermy RFK. The RFK reference is because of the roadkill stuff. Taxidermy RFK. Yeah, no. My RFK reference is only because he likes dead animals and roadkill and cutting stuff up with chainsaws and bare bodies, and all this stuff is real. I'm not even joking. How do you feed and water your taxidermy? Oh, Maurice. So Maurice is our very, very, very old parrot. Phoenix, thank you so much. Maurice is a parrot that very, very old, Victorian era parrot, and Saber ate his toe. Oh, I'm glad. I hope, Ashley, we made work go a little bit quicker for you. Have a really lovely rest of your evening, Ashley. Helen, our cell room used to have some bad taxidermy turn up quite often. Really? Okay, look, put it this way. If I ever like win the lottery or whatever, if I ever win the lottery, there'll be signs. I think one of those signs is a bad taxidermy room. You'd have to like have like a room just filled with like bad taxidermy. Just because it's hilarious. Saber eats. Saber has eaten a parrot toe, one of Maurice's toes. I appreciate one of Hydra's kittens is called Maurice, but the ancient parrot got there first. Sorry, Helen. So, Maurice is a good name. And Maurice the cat is the biggest of Hydra's kittens. But this parrot I'm talking about is a very small parrot. Yes, we have a parrot. Yes. Do you want to see the parrot? Gonna do after party. All right, hang on. Let me ask everyone. Okay. Please vote. The vote is available on YouTube. I will abide by the vote. If you don't see the vote, it's because it's an app thing, so it might not be on a television or a. I think it's only TVs that don't get YouTube votes. But anyway, there's a vote here. It is, yeah. I'm indifferent too, but there it is. Yeah, it's a bird. Yeah. Well. I mean, Leathercat. I mean, Saber has eaten some of it. Do you know what? That was awful. It was funny but awful. Like we just unboxed the parrot, and Saber leapt up, grabbed him, ran off with him, and literally by the time we got the parrot and Saber separated, the Saber went and bit his foot off. And I'm like, I'm pinning his mouth open and I'm fishing with my finger to try and fish it out. And he literally I watched him swallow the parrot foot toe. It's only a toe. It's very small. He just looked at me like, I mean, all right. Yes, 53, no 47. That's very similar to the Brexit vote, I have to say. Meaning that half of you are going to be very, very disappointed now. Let me go get the parrot. I'll give you a be right back screen. Actually, I'll give you the ad screen, but it won't be 2 minutes. It'll be like 1 minute, all right? I'll be back with parrot.
Soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone.
Welcome to YouTube. That is the fastest that bird I think has ever moved.
Be the cat in the sun.
The amazing Maurice and his educated rodents. Oh, that's amazing.
Be the cat in
If you had Saxon right, just play on occasion. Yeah, it's just the weird sense of humor of this family. This is Maurice, but not Maurice the cat. This is Maurice the bit of the parrot. Okay. Maurice is very judging. Maurice, Nina says, agrees with her on everything.
stretch out. Lean back,
Maurice is older than everyone here.
be the cat.
Maurice is very, 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 very old.
Stretch out.
Oh,
Lean back, be the cat.
and with that, it is time for the after party to start. This is members exclusive sort of live stream with games. Already, indeed. It is literally already, yeah. It's been 2.5 hours. And we're gonna go after party. And I will see some of you there. This is where the fun happens. Welcome, Tim. Drop a like, remember to hype, share, tell your friends, tell your mum, tell her dog. See you all on the Autistic F channel. Tell your housemates' daughters. Yes, tell your housemates' daughters. They probably already subscribed. Probably.